2.
It's all crooked.
Wait, did it zoom in?
I think you zoomed in.
Welcome to our channel, Stress Induced Left Eye Twitch. I'm Jillian.
That's my thing.
You don't always get to say it. This is Bo.
I'm Bo.
Now Bo's all thrown off because I did the intro.
Welcome!
Here, can I put this piece
Welcome
of
to
hair
our
down?
channel, Stress Induced Left Eye Twitch. My name is Bo.
I already said that.
Stop, that hurt my arm. I don't like that piece down.
Well, it was just like flying off.
I hate it. You should have tucked it. That really hurt my arm. You always do this one spot on my arm and it really hurts.
Okay, so today, I don't understand
We
what
are
we're doing
and I'm
do.
not prepared.
I know, I'm not prepared either. That's where we get our best riffing. And
So-
so we just riff it.
We were both something called RAs in college.
Resident assistants. Can you believe that we were RAs?
I became an RA at 17
How tall are
years
you?
No, 18 years
How
old.
tall are you?
5'2".
Me too, 5'2", and we both are relatively
At
small
the
people.
time, I think I was like probably 115.
Yeah, probably.
Julie was probably 100 pounds.
Well, we're just relatively small humans, and we were resident
We're
assistants.
feisty.
I have the best stories from when I was an RA, because when you came on, it was a lot more regulated. When I went on, okay, so we both went to the university.
Don't tell him, because then we can't trace this back.
Okay, we both went to a university, and when we were working as RAs, originally there was like one campus that had their own set of RAs, and then another campus who had their RAs.
And we were the slums.
Yeah, we were the slums. But originally, before the university bought this select part of the dorms, that's when I started as an RA, was before the university bought it,
Oh, I didn't know
regulated it, anything. So it was all by a third party. So it's kind of like, almost like an apartment place was like running
Of
the
young adults.
dorms. Yes.
All young adults. And or
So,
international students.
When Bo came on, the university had bought it at that point, and they had taken over running it, so things were a lot more.
What is this video? Are we
coordinated.
sharing stories of
Yes,
RAs?
but I'm explaining. My stories will be a little bit different than your stories, because at least you guys had some regulations and support and continuing education as RAs. My stories didn't
I'm
have
bored of
those.
this video already.
Bo.
That's one of my least favorite things that Julie
That's
does.
my
This
least
is what she
favorite.
does. Bo!
Bo.
That face. Okay, give me one story.
So,
Your best one, right out the gate.
wait, no, I can't do that.
Well,
One
that
of my
was
best
welcome.
one was, so as an RA, you have to put on programs once a week or once a month? A month? Once a month. So, I had worked really hard with another RA who happened to be my cousin. A lot of our cousins were RAs. To make a campus, like a whole entire dorm-wide book club, okay? We had flyered every dorm. We had put up these cute posters all over the place. We were really excited. No one came to
You need
programs.
to explain what a program is.
Okay, so every month, we as RAs had to,
Community
like,
engagement,
yeah,
basically.
exactly.
You want to get the residents, the students, all in one place so they can interact and
Nobody
socialize
would
with
come
each other.
though, okay?
Ever.
And when I was an RA, we got like a $20
Yeah,
budget.
the budget wasn't a lot for you guys.
But with you guys have better budgets
It's
than we
50,
do.
I think.
Anyway, so unless you could offer free food, no college student is gonna come. So we did a
You look like Miranda
campus-wide.
things like that.
We did a campus-wide one because you got a bigger budget, so we could offer food at our book club. There was 2 people that showed up, even though we had
Was
been.
one of them Cassie?
Okay, no, there were more people but the people who showed up that weren't my friends personally that came,
Was
there's
2?
only 2 of them. That night after the book club, I was on duty, which means that you have this little tiny flip phone, and if
In a binder.
Yeah, if any sort of, I don't even think I had a binder.
Oh.
Anytime that phone rang, whether it was 3 in the morning or 7 in the morning, you had to answer.
I think that trained me to be a mom.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Like the random wake-up call.
It was like for emergencies or if
lockouts.
Or if campus security caught someone drinking. Then you are the campus representative. You had to go and deal with the situation.
And take notes, write everything.
Yeah. So I get the call. It's like probably maybe like 2 in the morning. I get a call. And I end up in the dorm room of
the two people that came
to
oh, they'll never come to another
and
program
it was
again.
such a bad incident that I knew that they were going to be expelled immediately.
They couldn't read the books.
So then I had nobody to come to my book club. And I remember
bad. Tell me what they did.
It was drugs. It was something drug related. And drugs is like, yeah, it was probably weed. And I remember walking him out to his trash can to throw away like the alcohol that we had found in the store, and he was like, man, I have a full ride like going on, and I was so upset about the whole situation.
It breaks my heart.
I know.
Like, I understand
was like,
you do the crime,
yeah,
you do
but
the time,
still,
but that's so sad.
I never agreed with it. I'm like I think that there should be, and I even like told him on the way, I was like, you can appeal this, go to campus,
a full
court.
ride, yeah, but
yeah,
nobody would let them keep.
I know,
a full
especially
ride.
back then.
Yeah,
like
it's
back
like
then,
taken away immediately.
It was so sad. I was so upset about it because for one, I lost all my book club members in one fell swoop.
Yeah, perspective.
For two. Okay, so tell me one of yours.
See, I just got hit on all the time. That was like the worst of mine. No, I think one of mine was...
Yeah, I had a resident that was literally obsessed with Bo.
Yeah, you'll have to tell that one.
I will. But my stomach is making really weird noise.
I'm not hearing it.
Okay, good. I was hoping. You couldn't hear it all the way on the video.
I'm telling my story.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I got tired. Okay, one time I woke up to the duty phone. And I don't usually wake up. I think I missed twice that actually the duty phone had rung.
Oh,
and then I
so
became
bad.
such a panicked
Yeah.
experience if you missed
You like
it.
never sleep.
You
then.
never sleep when you're on duty because you constantly think like you have it as loud as it goes. But I was always a really heavy sleeper.
She is a heavy
So
sleeper.
I got a call from campus security that said that they needed to do a wellness check on one of the students because nobody had seen him. And so
I think I remember you telling me about this one.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Okay.
I'll keep telling and then we'll see if it jogs
Okay.
your memory. So I have access to all the keys of the dorms. Every single one of the rooms, every single one of the like closet things that control water, all of that. And oh, I have another one to tell too. And I went to go like knock on the door and the roommates were like, his door is locked, he's not responding, we think he's in there. And so I'm like, RA, like open up. And I have campus security behind me and nobody's opening it. So campus security is like, well, you gotta let us in. So I like open it and they let us in and he was like passed out from alcohol. So then they like call the ambulance to come and he was like not responding, and then like 20 minutes, not 20 minutes in, like 10 minutes in, he started to like come to, and he like got up and he was like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. I was just really tired, but we all knew he was like super intoxicated. And he was an athlete, so he was trying, I think, not to lose whatever position or whatever. And so he stood up, and then the campus security were like, no, we're coming, like the ambulance is coming to check you out. And he was like, no, I can't like have anything on my record. So he like tried to get away, like walk out or whatever, and he starts vomiting all over his dorm. And then he gets out onto the balcony, is vomiting all over like the balcony, and he's going down the stairs vomiting everywhere. It's just everywhere. And his roommates are like, dude, you gotta stop moving, you're just making a very large mess. And lucky enough, the RAs were given, remember, were you given like the puke absorber? So we were given
I had to clean it up.
Yeah, we were too, but it was like bags and bags of puke absorbent, which is basically kitty litter. And so you have to go and you have to pour it all over the puke and clean it up. And he left. I don't know where he went. Oh. I had to take all these notes, and campus security was like trying to like.
It's like you're not gonna get out of it. We know where you live. We know who
that's
you
the
are.
thing. But I think he just wasn't
He's
even
so
thinking.
drunk,
but they were so like nervous for him to like walk away or drive somewhere. But he was so like scared.
Yeah.
So.
It's so sad. Some of those stories. I mean, if
I'm just glad you're okay. His mom had called to check in on it. That's what it was. They're like, can you do a wellness check?
I think like the biggest thing I never got as an RA is like I totally understand that people are gonna drink when they're in college. I totally get that.
Just go off
but
campus.
If it's a zero, if like it was a dry campus, so there's no tolerance for drinking, and I can't offer the tolerance. It's not like I could just like look the other way.
All of them would try to barter with us.
Oh,
like,
everybody's trying to look the other way.
Please don't say this. And it's like once we get the call, we are responsible to like.
I would lose my job,
Yeah.
which means I would lose where I live
because that paid for our room.
Yeah, like I couldn't just like not. I didn't mind busting people for alcohol, but like the drugs was really hard for me because they literally lose everything.
Yeah,
like
and OPD gets involved.
The alcohol thing was like different. Not that I'm like lenient on drugs. I hate drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. I don't like drugs, but like to lose your whole life over one mistake
in college.
It just was really hard because it was just like, these people like can't. Like, just go do it somewhere else so you're not, like, caught with it on campus. It's so stupid. But I remember one time, let me think. Okay, I'm going to tell something more on the administration side.
Careful.
No.
Can you get in trouble for that?
No, because this was before the university owned it.
Before the university owned it.
This was how horrible it was before the university bought it. When the university bought it, it felt like a whole different job to me. I got, like, a budget. Okay, so when I first became an RA, I was like probably 18, and we had to come like 3 weeks before school started, 2 or 3 weeks
for training.
Yeah, for training. And this was supposed to be like in service days where you're like in a room. When the university took over, it was like we were in conference rooms, we were getting to know our other RAs, we were like team building and talking to campus security and getting like the rules and regulations and doing programming. Like we actually went through in training when the university took over. Like they helped us like put together binders of ideas for programs. You remember that, where we would have to write it out?
And it was called gatekeeper training, which was like any signs of depression or suicide students to like know what to do and who to contact.
Yeah, like really cool resources and things that we could help with. But before, so my first time, I was super excited for training. I'm like such a goody two-shoes. I love school. I love all that kind of stuff. So I was like getting in, and my older cousin, who was my absolute best friend, and my like big sister, she was an RA too. So she was like, okay, like it's not gonna be what you think it's gonna be. Well, we ended up going in, and the person who was running the buildings at the time was like, hey, so we had this maid service come in and they quit like halfway through. So all of you guys have to go through and clean every single dorm.
I remember that happening to you.
And there was like so many doors.
It is so gross, some of them.
Oh my gosh, it was the absolute worst because the people who lived there during the summer, like they would rent them out to like just pretty much anybody, like abroad students, interns,
anything.
People who would just come in for like 2 or 3 weeks for like a football camp or something, completely trashed the dorm. And then we were the ones, not the maid servants. We had to go in. I remember them giving us like in red Solo cups full of keys. That's how we kept track of it. And we had to go up and do each room, go in each individual room, because you know each individual room has a different key. It was horrendous.
And it's like, that's not even you guys' job.
And we don't get paid very well.
No, you get paid like nothing, because it's your room. It's basically what you...
Yeah, and like, to be honest, that's not that much.
It wasn't. I mean, it was because dorms are expensive.
They're
Sweet
so
Cell
expensive,
dorms are even more expensive. So into broke college
students. It was
students.
$500 a month that the dorms cost. That's how much it costs. But like your utilities are paid for. No, actually no.
When you did it, they were, but when it crossed over, that was included in your bill. I remember you always trying to like,
I'd be like, we have to pay OPPT.
I remember that.
Okay, go ahead. What's another story of yours?
Okay, so I was an RA for 3.
Okay, but wait 1 second. Wasn't one of your stories about that kid going missing? Is that Jordan?
It's not mine. It's Jordan.
I think it's Aiden. Okay, I'm gonna go get him. You tell your story while I go get him.
Oh, remember my Katniss Everdeen girl?
Yes.
That one was too much. Okay, I'll tell you a more, not lighthearted one, but kind of funny one. So I was an RA for 3 years, and during my 2nd year, I lived across the hall from, well, actually my whole building was a lot of athletes, and when you are welcoming them into your like building, you go over stuff like you have a RA meeting with all of them, and you sit down in their room and you go over like, this is this, this is that. And so there are stickers on the sprinklers, and they had a hanger and then like a no, you know, like the little like cross through. And so then I would explain to people, you don't hang hangers on this.
I remember
this is a sprinkler. And I went through that with every single, like I had to put a sticker on each one before they came, and then I went through it with each door. And I remember
it was like a big part of our job.
Yeah. And I remember it was a Sunday night to Monday, and it was like Monday, you were on duty from technically 8 to 8 or 7 to 7, one of the two. And I had an 8 o'clock class, and I woke up around like 7, and I was like, made it through the night, no calls. It was great. Equivalent now to a child sleeping through the night. And around like 7:20, I get a call, and my resident is panicking. And she was like, please, please, please come over, please. Our apartment is flooding. And we had some of our best friends live below and then in front. The water had gone through the dorm into another dorm, and then was soaking through the ceiling. And
it was horrible.
Nate's recording stuff was all underneath it, all of it. And so I should have paid more attention, because I had all these keys to the water rooms, and I needed to go into the big water room and turn off the water to the whole building.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get it off. Like, it was like this huge handle, and I was trying to like get it. And luckily one of the guys that we knew was like right next, like walking to class or something. And I was like, please help me. So he pulled it down, stopped the water. But the water had antifreeze in it, because that's what you don't want your pipes to freeze when you have sprinklers that can put out fires. So her stuff was blue, like sticky blue everywhere, and probably like 2 inches of standing water in the entire apartment down below. And you don't have renter's insurance. And so like her family or her mom or dad were responsible for paying for all the damages.
Oh my god.
Why are you up, sir?
Well, he went to bed at noon, so how long of a nap was that? This is my best friend's baby. His name's Aiden. You say hi? You say hi? Look up here. Look. Oh, who is that? Who is that?
Which one are you talking about? That one.
I wonder if it was someone else. It was like one of the residents, one of the RAs I knew. It was probably one of our cousins.
One of mine, the girl went missing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
the
she
one
thought
with
she was Katniss Everdeen.
Okay, no.
She had a coat.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell that story. No, I don't remember.
She had a backpack and arrows and something. And she went into Elmwood to live. She thought she was in the Hunger Games. I'm serious. Mom was with me.
No, I don't remember that even a little bit. So the one I'm talking about is like somebody thought that they had like gone missing, and they went to their dorm.
That was my resident.
Yeah, that's what I was
international.
Yes.
Let me tell you this one.
Okay.
During RA training, we were informed that one of my residents went missing, and that they thought that she fled the country back to Asia. And so they're like, you need to get into her dorm, search through all of her things. She had been gone for months without telling anybody. Yeah. They had been in connection with like the Aluno program, which was like international, like a bridge between the gap. And nobody had heard from her. So they're like, you got to pack up all of her stuff.
Yeah.
We got to
put it. It was you.
It was mine. And I was like, she's missing? Like, so I went in with 2 other guy RAs, and we like get into her room. And all of her stuff is there.
Yeah, all of it.
And we're supposed to, like, we were told to go through all of her stuff, see if there's anything, like, informing us where she would have gone, why she would have left. They thought maybe she just didn't want to pay shipping for all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm like going through, I find thousands and thousands of dollars of cash, like hidden in her things. Like it's all of her information. Yeah. And it all turned out she just went home for the summer.
And like she was like really upset about it when she got back.
She packed all of her stuff up. And put it. I was like, and I remember.
And she was like still paying rent and everything, so it was really confusing.
But they were like,
anyways, so this has been a long enough video. If you guys are super interested in this and you want to do a part 2 of our stories, I have so many more. Bo has so many more. I think we just have to like talk about it and then it comes back. You want to take back your original statement that this was boring?
Unless we don't get views.
You say bye. You say bye. Say bye. She's like, no. Now I'm gonna go finally get my eyebrows done and Bo is gonna watch the babies.
Bye. I'm gonna turn it around.